Alright, everyone, country here this morning. I'm on my way up to Casachi to do a little day trip. Taking a subscriber and gonna show him the caves. And he's gonna take me to a couple places too, some things that I hadn't seen in a while. And so, y'all stick around. You might see some stuff that you've never seen before, and things that I've never done video on before. Gonna be interesting this time. Well, I'm at the old Gorham Cemetery right now. See, this is one of the last few cemeteries up here where they still have the shed here and the tables where they'd have cemetery workings, and then have people would have dinner out here and sit around. There's benches over there. Still have a little building here, a little meeting building. So we look around here a little bit. There's a railing up here because this starts going off down in one of them canyons. It's pretty bushy. Found a Confederate veteran here in this old cemetery. There's a Laurent Basco, Company A, 26 Louisiana Infantry. I don't see any dates on it though. But, there's a Thomas Basco, Confederate veteran, 25th Louisiana Infantry. The other tombstone might have also been 25th. Just couldn't read it that well. It's another Confederate veteran. World War I soldier here, Clyde Basco, Louisiana Private Company E, 127th Infantry, World War I. Here's a Confederate veteran here, Private Joseph Truckwell, Company D, 26th Louisiana Infantry. I can see that one pretty good, so that one does say 26. This old cemetery here is pretty sandy, just the way the hill is. It was probably used as a burial ground for Native Americans also. Not sure what cemetery, can't go in here and do any archaeology, but I just make the assumptions that it is. I'm gonna go back and look at this one tombstone and see that I couldn't read very well. And yeah, his is 26 Louisiana Infantry. World War I, a Hiram Lester Basco, Louisiana Private 17th Infantry, World War I. What is this one here? Who is he?
James Trokwell.
Yeah, James Trokwell, Private, U.S. Army. That's all it says about him, but by the dates, I would say he was probably World War II. You know, Samuel Basco, U.S. Army, World War I, and then Joseph Floyd Basco, Sergeant, U.S. Air Force, World War II, and Korea. And Lawrence Basco, Private, 3701 Base Unit, AAF, World War II. So that was the Army Air Corps, World War II. Well, as usual, everywhere you go, look, back here in the middle of nowhere, in National Forest land, here's a tire dump. And just passed by some old satellite dishes somebody throwed out. Some more old satellite dishes here. People just dumping their garbage everywhere. So much of this going on. It's just disgusting how people trash everything. Trying to make this nice and pretty and keep it clean, and you got somebody else coming along trashing it. Kind of getting tired of cleaning everybody's mess up all the time. Little satellite dishes somebody dumped. I could do a project out of them. We just noticed here from a storm the other night. Let's look at this pine tree. How it was struck by lightning. It blowed pieces of it. Oh, way over here. There's some way over here. Right there. Man, there was a heck of a lightning bolt hit that. Well, you don't want to be down in these piney woods camping whenever there's a storm like that coming. Look, here's some even at my feet. All kind of deer tracks here too. We come in off of the old Red Bluff Road. And there's an old home place right here. And there's a little girl's grave where she died and was buried out in the yard. I hadn't been in here in a long time. We're going to see if we can do something here and mark it, because they fixing to come in here and cut all this timber, and they'll end up running over her grave, not even knowing it's there. Let's see if we can mark it somehow. This was a nice home place right here on top of this hill. Here it is, infant. She was buried here in 1916. Here's an orange stake right here by this. So this is probably the grave.
Her name is on the back of it.
Oh, it's loose in the ground. Weldon. Yeah. We need to see if we can mark this here so we don't cut it. Well, this is a neat old home place here. That big live oak, and then I'm trying to remember what you call these. Right here. See them, I forget what they're called, but like they planted in a circle around this live oak. And you'd find those around on this homesteads. Those had their purposes, but it made a circle around that tree. And there's grapevines everywhere out here. Getting all cut up in here in the brambles. Hopefully we've marked that grave where they won't damage it. Let's see if we can get over here and go tell them at the office about it. On this high bluff, they sure picked a pretty place for a home in here. You look, there's a high bluff over there, too. A little hill over there where we used to camp, a little flat spot. And it was always a pretty place. Got all of them grapevines over there. Alright, here we are looking at another rock outcropping and some old caves. We've been noticing all kind of snakes are crawling today too. Been kind of cautious about some of this. Maybe some rattlers laid up in here somewhere. Pretty in here on the rocks though. And we go around here. We got a nice little cave. Nice little camping spot. Nice camping spot here overlooking the creek. Ah! Grasshopper jumped on me. And way up in there, I don't know. Is there something living in there or not? There's a little cave around there. We're checking out what we think is a cave. I'm trying to get in closer, see what it is. As I get closer, it looks like an old culvert or an old road or something. It's a culvert from an old road. And they mortared the rocks in around it and all, and made a header wall. I'm gonna see if I can figure out what this old road is. All right, you've seen all that from that trip, and kind of the thing I ran into there was just what I seen, where some timber's fixing to be cut, and some of these old graves aren't marked, and some of these ancient burial grounds it's not even marked, and I don't know, they just shouldn't be disturbed. So what we're fixing to do is just start making some tombstones and putting up some tombstones and start marking some of those graves before they are lost, and some of the burial grounds and all. And so down in the comments down there, I will put you some articles up you can read on some of these burial grounds and sacred items and sacred places and all. There was some executive orders that was signed all the way back with Clinton, where these government agencies, they had to give up these remains and artifacts and return them to the tribes. They had to come out of the museums and all of it had to be returned. And they're still dragging their feet about it all these years, not wanting to do it. So, you know, they don't care about that, but we do. So we're going to start marking some of these graves and all, and pretty much now we're going to be doing it out of our own pocket to do all this. But later, you know, we may be needing some help, or financially or actual physical help, but it's for sometime later. Right now, it's just kind of getting everything together and getting some things marked and getting grave markers up and doing that. So, but I hope this video was informative for you. So, let you know about some of the crazy stuff that just keeps going on. And that's about all I got this time. See y'all next time.